The Lost Princess Part 2.
Akosua, the whisper carried through the trees, soft and unsettling. Akosua turned sharply, but the forest stretched around her in endless shadows. She had walked too far. The path she thought she knew had disappeared, swallowed by the night. Her chest tightened. I should have stayed near the festival, she whispered to herself. But it was too late. Hours passed as she wandered, calling for help, but no one answered. Her feet grew heavy, her braid loosened, and the hem of her dress tore against thorny bushes. Fear pressed down on her, but still she pushed forward, refusing to give up. At last, her strength gave way, and she sank to the ground beneath a giant tree. Her bright eyes brimmed with tears. Will I ever see home again? Then, in the stillness, she heard it, the faint sound of drums. Not festival drums, but steady, guiding beats echoing from deep within the forest. With a spark of hope, Akosua rose and followed the sound. Step by step, the rhythm grew louder until the trees opened into a small clearing. There, she found the Saucon old hunter, beating softly on a carved drum. The hunter looked up, startled. Child, what are you doing here alone? The forest is no place for one like you. Akosua hesitated but finally confessed. I am the daughter of the king. I lost my way. The hunter's eyes widened. He bowed deeply, then guided her out of the forest, through hidden paths only he knew. By dawn, they reached the palace gates. The king and queen rushed forward, their faces pale from worry. Akosua, her mother cried, embracing her tightly. The king placed a hand on her shoulder. You frightened us all, my child. Do you see now why we beg you not to wander alone? Akosua lowered her head. Yes, father. I thought I was only seeking freedom, but I learned that freedom without wisdom is dangerous. I am sorry. But just then, the hunter who had rescued her stepped forward. His voice carried over the palace courtyard. Your Majesties, forgive me, but the people of Aberi deserve to know how their princess risked her life. She wandered as one of them, and yet she faced the forest's dangers with courage. The king and queen exchanged glances. Then the king nodded slowly. So be it, and for the first time, the palace gates were opened wide. The villagers were summoned, and before the rising sun, they learned the truth. The girl who had always walked among them in secret was their princess. The crowd fell silent, then erupted into cheers. Some wept, others knelt, but all of them shouted her name. Akosua! Akosua! Our princess! Akosua's heart swelled with pride and humility. She had been found not only by her parents, but by her people. And from that day, no longer the lost princess, she was the princess of Aberi, chosen by fate, loved by all. Moral of the story: hiding who you are may bring safety, but embracing your true self is what inspires others. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this story, like, share and follow for more interesting stories.